I'm gonna turn on my light real quick above me. Off. Tad more light in here. All right. So what is broken about this? That's my question. About this. That is my question. Not repeating within the time limit, but for whatever reason, it is not playing. And what's weird is I know that these up here are playing up to 750. It's right... Yeah, right here. This is playing. Beats per minute, 140. Hold on. Does that matter? I don't think this matters, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Try that. That is what... Okay. So that's a thing I didn't know about, that the BPM on the actual thing does affect when they play. That is super interesting. Okay. Well, I guess I came across that by accident. Good to know. Okay. So that makes sense. Alright, so now I need to make the next measure. Let's get these up. Okay, so let's see. That is the end of this right here. Let me pull this up on stream as well so that you guys can see what I'm referencing. Sources. That kind of works because it's using... I don't think I want to go full on display capture. Let's delete... Actually, no. Let's keep that. Hey, KT, how's it going? I'm going to pull this over here so that you can see what I'm looking at. What I need to do is pop this out and pull it over here. There we go. There. How do you know in what song are you... How do you know the notes and what song are you making? Okay, so here's how I know the notes. This is the website where I am getting the notes from. It's a literal music sheet, and so each of these notes have a position on this graph that shows me what the note is, how long to play it for, what BPM to play it for, all that good stuff. It shows me exactly what I need to put into the game. To translate that and to learn what I'm doing, I have Specchio's notes here, which tells me how to create the music machine using switches, portals, and everything else, which I can explain to you in my level. And then I also have another website here that shows me what the actual notes are on the graph, so I can reference them side by side. And then I also have a Adobe Acrobat Reader here that shows me what each note means as far as length. I almost know this by heart, at least this part here, the Adobe Acrobat file. This part I'm not close to knowing by heart yet. I would need a lot more practice to know these by heart. And then obviously I would never know the song by heart because I would be looking at the song for the first time. So hopefully that answers your question. Hey, how's it going, Hexadecibel? Welcome, welcome. I figured out what was wrong with my notes, Hexa. And it was a stupid, stupid mistake. But, so this is the mechanism that's in the level right now. So what was wrong with the notes? And I didn't know that this actually affected the notes. Oops, sorry, I don't want to click on that. And I didn't want to hide my chat either. There we go. So the beats per minute on the actual note box actually matters. I did not know that. I thought that when you play these, it will... I thought when you play these, it doesn't actually care what the beats per minute are here. But I guess that makes sense because your start delay beats has to be within the beats per minute. So that actually does make sense now that I'm actually looking at it. And it's probably why when I did my Metroid level, it was so slightly off that I didn't actually notice it. And I had to change my rhythm so that it would actually work. So that would explain why I had to change my rhythm so it actually worked. This is the actual music machine up here. So let me cheese this really quick so you can see what's happening. So what's happening is this switch above me is keeping a BPM. Oh, right, you can't see it. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me get rid of my camera. It's because I put my audio into the same... Do this. Pull those out. Alright, that should be better. You should be able to hear everything now. It's because I put my audio sources into the same folder as my camera. So when I shut off my camera, I shut off my audio sources too. So, stupid me. Doing things quickly. Anyways, okay. So, yeah. So let me explain how this whole machine actually works. Where is... Did I say something? Am I imagining things, or did you happen to have a layout that could be repurposed for Ori 2 races, and how am I? I am well. You are not imagining things. If you want that layout, Jay, I could give it to you. It's what I had shown you for All Kids Deserve to Eat. So you could totally repurpose it. Yeah, yeah. Give me 2 seconds. Not what I wanted to do. There it is. Pull that over here so that when I bring everything back up, Pull this, do this. Go over here. Upload. There you go. You're announcing a 2-day tournament, which you should totally join. I will definitely look into it. Yeah. Yeah, you can totally repurpose that. Money for first, second, and third place. I will probably not get money. But I appreciate it. I'll look into it, definitely. I don't think I will do well at all, knowing the people that play Ori 2. Like, I don't think I'll finish in top 3. Alright. So, anyways. So, yeah, I'll look into it, Jay, definitely. What? Guess what? LMAO, what? Open the thing that you sent me and go to save it. And yeah, I'm guessing you already saved it somewhere because I sent it to you once already. Yep, you want to replace a file that already exists. Not like this. Alright. So, yeah, let's go back to explaining how this level works. So, by the way, Jay, this is my Space Invaders level. Look at all this. This is what you have to fight. This is what you have to fight in this level. All of this is coming to kill you. It's just a huge invasion. Yeah, everything as far as the beta test that you did earlier, Hex, has been finished. So that trap that was on the side here is now a cannon, so you can't accidentally kill yourself on it, but it will still kill you if you die. And then all these... Look at all these paths. Like, seriously, look at all these paths that I had to do to make this work. So yeah, let me go back and explain the logic all the way up here. Man, I feel like I'm not going to have enough room for this song. Alright. Hopefully I have enough room. So basically, okay, so this is my quote-unquote loser's arena. So basically what happens is that when a blobfish reaches the bottom, all the way down here, when a blobfish goes through one of these portals, it gets sent all the way up to the arena, all the way up here. So you can see that one portal coming all the way up here, and it's getting sent to this. It's getting sent to this portal right here. And then a glitch that I found, I don't know if it's something that is in the beta version, and I need to give feedback on it. But what happens is that the blobfish will appear here, and then it will start trying to fly back to its home destination, even though it's not actually moving. It's completely stationary. So I don't know what's causing that. That is normal. Okay, so it tries to fly back to its home destination wherever it came from. So my solution to that was to surround the place that the blobfishes get put into with portals that will just send it right back to the same portal it came from. So that way it stays inside the cage. And then I have all these eye switches here to count how many blobfish are in the cage. I had that in a trap set. I had to swap walls with rifts before beta, yeah. So all those eye switches are connected to all of this right here, so you know how many lives you have left. And then these gem switches are just counting however many gems are left on the blobfishes that are coming down to invade you. So that this is what controls the waves. And so each of these, so 200 is connected to a path, 201 is connected to a path, 202 is connected to a path, so on and so forth. So only one of these paths is working when you first start the game. And then as you progress through the game, more and more paths... did you fix or keep the cooldown? I think I changed it. So let me show you really quick what the cooldown does right now if I just hold the button. So I'm holding the button. This is as much fire as I can get out, just running back and forth holding the button. Yeah, much better. And the way that's working, okay, so let's go up here. Yeah, you got 25% of the screen per shot. Yeah, the song is still in progress. It's being worked on. That's literally where I'm trying to finish while I'm explaining the level to you guys. So this is the logic for how you fire the cannons. So basically what's happening here is I have the beta input switch set up, and you can do this outside of beta too if you really want to. It would be, you would probably have to do like a pressure switch instead of a one of these switches to activate when you're on. You have to have two activation switches, this one and an I switch. So I would probably replace this one if I wanted to take it off of beta and put it and make this one a pressure switch that's underneath GR18. He's stepping on it. I think is the best way to do it, though. So, okay, the reason that I have so many boomboxes, and I get that I could repeat it once. Why did you use a special instead of a grab? Well, let me answer the first. This is grab kick. Or why don't I use special instead of grab, you mean? I don't know that it would work. Yeah, I don't know that it would work to use power up. I could definitely change it to see if it would work. Because you don't have a power up the entire time you're down there. Even though when I'm cheesing this, I'm holding a power up, that's because I'm in cheese mode. But when you actually start the level, you don't have a power up. It does work. Okay. So that's a good thing. That's a good feedback. I could change these to power up then instead of grab. It doesn't matter if you have a power up. It's like you can press jump even if you aren't actually jumping. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so is my browser going to record? Yeah, it should. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up here. Okay, so the reason I understand what Specchio's contraption does. It repeats things that you don't need to repeat. But my problem is that beat that I have is not the same throughout the entire song. So hold on, let me turn on my browser so you can see exactly what I'm looking at. Oh, it is on. It's just underneath everything. Maybe? Oh, I know why. There we go. I need a third screen. Okay, so this is what I'm working off of, right? So the song begins right here. Okay, so the reason that it's not repeating is because by the time I get to the actual song down here, it is still repeating at this point, but then it gets to about here. This is where it stops repeating, and that bass line turns into something different. or that drum line turns into something different, is right here. And then it continues being... Actually, it looks like it goes back to... Yeah, it's still different. This is not the same as what it is up here. So that is why I am doing it this way, is because it looks like I would either have to figure out a way to repeat these drum beats and then get off of the drum beat, if that makes any sense. You don't need to set the boomboxes themselves to repeating, just use the same boomboxes for multiple measures in the machine. Hold on, I'm thinking about that. Are you saying that if I were to set 601, 602, and 603 like so, so these are receiving channel 601, sending channel 600. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I'd have to download it and save it. I'd have to re-download it and resave it. But here is the actual image. Give me a second to get that up on stream. So here's the actual thing that he's talking about. I think I could see how this is done. I could repeat. Setting up the relays are set up receiving channels where X is the measure number. That means 205 is measure 5 and 217 is measure 17. For the first measure, you have melody on 301, bass on 401, and percussion on 501. In order to play all three of these at the same time, you need the relays. Receiving channels match the temp switches, and the sending channel matches the sets of boom boxes. To play the measure 1, you'll have 3 relays. Okay, so yeah. That makes sense. So I could use basically I could just use a relay, is what it's saying. Yeah. So you're right, I could do this easier. And just have a bunch of relays set up. Not where I want to type. So that would cut off a lot of this work that I've already done. Sadly, but truly. Okay, and then this stays the same. So this stays just as long as what it is, because 600 plays, then 601 plays, which then sends back to 600. 602 plays, which will send back to 600. 603 plays, which sends back to 600. And then once that's done playing, it'll go to 604. So here's where it gets complicated for me. 604 is the melody and the drums playing at the same time. Oh, I think I see how it could work. So you could have 604 play. And 604 could be linked to 604 here. So that's still playing the melody. Or the bass line, I should say. And this is still sending back to 600 because it's repeating the bass. Okay, so basically every time I want to repeat something, I can use one of these. That makes more sense. And these are correct. They're supposed to be that. Okay, so basically, let's do this. Let's save and quit this really quick. How do I save and quit settings, resume data and safety? I was trying to figure out how to clone a level. Oh, duplication mode. There we go. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm duplicating it because I don't want to delete all of these boxes and then regret deleting them all. Okay, so all of those and this are getting yeeted. Yeah, good call, just in case, right? Okay, so receiving channel is going to be 602, 600. It's going to be 603, 100. Yeah, exactly. Better safe than sorry. I'm just going to quickly move these. I'm going to just start putting all my repeat beats up in here. Okay, so then paste. There we go. Okay. Yep. That definitely works better than I thought it would. Okay, so this is going to make making this so much easier. Thank you, Arid, for pointing that out, making me feel like I totally forgot something. Yeah, why I should use the machine, exactly. The problem with using the machine, or at least referencing the machine, is you have to kind of still build it from scratch when you build an entire level. I guess you could do the machine first, but you still have to kind of build the level around it. But this still works. All right. Moving on, we need to go to... Okay, so this is fine now. And then anytime I don't want these to play, I just don't reference it on that measure, which makes sense. All right. Eventually, this is going to get moved so that I can have more than one in a row. It's probably going to go below all the beats once I have them put in. Or at least it's going to keep being moved down. Or I can move all the beats down and just have this up here, which I can do that way too. That's pretty easy. All right, back to this side. Again, this is why I need more than one monitor. Or more than two monitors. All right, so... Okay, so the music actually starts right here. And this is where I have transcribed up to, is right here. So this area is where I need to transcribe from now. And then going forward from there. And I believe that is the end of the measure, if I am not incorrect. Just trying to remember exactly where I am. So that, I believe, was the end of 604. And this actually lets me see the notes better, too. now that they're closer together. Okay, yeah, that's the end of that measure. And obviously, it's not going to do anything in those last couple. There's nothing linked there, which is fine. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so I have to try and pull up all my reference documents in one space again, somehow. I hope this qualifies for the level cup. Like, I hope C-Price doesn't be like, oh, it's beta, it's disqualified. That would stink. Okay. So those are set, those are set, those are set. Okay, so I need to now look at my notes and see. At least you got to make a cool level. Yeah, exactly. This level, I think, is going to do really well once it gets published. Because it's going to be really awesome in how it works and just playing it. Okay, so what I need to do, I'm going to take this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to give it a space. We're going to give it 605. No delay, no beats. 0.05 is correct. Came up with a tip for you not many people know about. Okay. I'm listening. You can't wait for the final. Me too. I can't wait for this to be done. That is... That's E. That's correct. That's 0.5. That's correct. Okay, so I believe... I'm just going to look at the notes really quick and see if it's a complete repeat. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's a complete repeat. And then that's a complete repeat. Okay, so I can have 604 play again. I don't need to do anything in 604. That's amazing. So we're going to make a relay. So this 604 plays and plays 600. Now, here's a question. If 605 plays and I send it to 604, will it repeat both 604 and 600? Okay, so that's not working for some reason. You can create lives in a very easy way. In the Room of Death, put a baddie eye switch. The advantage is that they can have a minimum enemies count, so one that will turn on only when there are 10 blobfish there, for example. Okay, then how do you count the amount of lives that you have? You would still need the same amount of baddie eye switches. That's what I have up here. These are baddie eye switches. Yeah. It's just I have multiple because... Yeah, one's right. I was like, why is that blank? I have multiple because I have multiple lives that you have to count. Instead of just one box. If that makes any sense. So when you go all the way down here... I hate how tall this level is sometimes. Each of these are linked to a baddie eye switch. So you're actually counting how many you have left when this drops down to 0. Right. So why is 605 not working? Let's try that again. I should be able to just hit 605. Oh no, I'm sorry. 6. Oh, that's why. It's because this is here. Delete this. I think that's why. Should be the next one is the actual song. Okay, so that is not working. 604 is not working. That's why, because they're set to all active. I have to do any active. I wish I could just grab all these and switch the switch requirement on all of them at the same time. Not that there's a lot to change here, but still, that would be a nice quality of life. Okay, so now 600's not working. So why would that be? Is it because this is set to all active? Should it be set to any active? Let's try that really quick. So I believe all of these should probably be any active. I mean, not that it matters for the first couple, but may as well make them all the same, right? Okay, so I want to extend this just a tad. I tried doing a jump. We're going to start right here. This is why you shouldn't jump into your machine. And also why you don't press E while you're testing things. Okay, so yeah, that's how that's gonna work. Okay, so now we need to figure out where the repeating breaks. Okay, Okay, so there's just the bass. Here's the intro. I want to say it repeats a third time. And then it stops. I think it's 3 times. Give me 1 second just to... Okay, so it changes there. So there's actually a part here that I missed that I do need to change. Where is that? Okay, I see it. Okay, so that's why I didn't see it before, because it looks like the exact same thing, but the notes at the very end are shifted down. Okay, so... I am going to have to make a second one of these, which is fine. Do I, though? Can I cheat? No, I can't cheat. I mean, I could cheat. It would be weird, but I could cheat. I think it's easier just in my mind, even though it's not technically correct, to just do this. All this for 3 notes to change at the end here. Those 3 notes are... Those are G and... Those are G and E. This is honestly the worst part about making music, is that now that I have this, I have to go back and test it and listen to it and make sure it actually sounds right. Like, this is honestly the longest part of doing music. Okay, so... Hold on, 605 does not need to replay 604. It does need to play 600. That sounds weird. I think the notes before it are different too, which would make sense. Let's just double check this. I just want to check. Okay. So what I need to do is just check this. That note is an A. So actually, yep, that's definitely wrong. And then that's a G next to it. That's correct. This is an A. Okay. I think that works. What do you guys think? That's not obviously done. I'm just making sure that those notes actually sound like the song. They should, considering I'm going against a music sheet, but trying to translate a music sheet from here sometimes can be... Yeah, it definitely sounds better. Okay, so then after that is this part plays. Okay, I don't think I'm going to play the cymbals there. Just because that's playing in the middle of the percussion of what I currently have set up. So I think the only way to get around that, if I were to try and get around it, I don't think I can get around it. That's the part I'm kind of having trouble with. I think the only way I can get around it is if I create the exact same percussion with just that last part changed. What do you guys think? Should I do the cymbals? Or should I say screw it? Because instead of having those cymbals there, it's literally going to be the same percussion line that's been playing, that we've been listening to. And then it's going to go into the melody. Because that's the transition into the melody right there. Yeah, that's true. I can always come back and change it if I don't like it. Okay, so 605, okay, 606 and 607 need to play. They need to play 604 and 605. 606 needs to play 604. And this needs to play 60... Did I do that right? 605. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So let's just make sure this works the way I think it's going to work. Okay, yep. That works exactly how I think it's going to work. So now we have to do the melody. So this part is done. Now we get to do the fun part, which is the melody. Now I have to decide what to do with the bass first, or percussion first. And it looks like the percussion is completely different from what I've been doing. But it does repeat, it looks like. Let me turn this on for you guys so you can see it. So this is where the melody starts right here. This line is my percussion that I'm matching. And I don't actually have to match the note placements, but I do have to match the note timings. So I'm matching note timings, and that's about it on percussion. And I'm trying to make the percussion sound at least similar to how it sounds in the song. So if I play it... And then it repeats back on itself, which is good because I can just repeat it using repeaters. All right. So let's see. That is... let's see. Those are flags. Those are all 1-beat notes. So that's 4 1-beats. And then 3 1-beats. And 2 half-beats, 4 1-beats, 3 1-beats, 2 half-beats. So it repeats. 4 1-beats, 3 1-beats, and then 2 half-beats. Yep, it repeats again. And then it stops here. Okay, so give me a second. I want to play this where it is. Okay, so I see what it's doing. So then this is the next part I have to... so I'm thinking ahead a little bit here. And let me actually turn my camera back on so I can actually chat with you guys while we're doing this, huh? So here's what I'm thinking. There's one part at the percussion here where it loops back on itself. That one part at the very end is not repeating at any other part in the percussion in that section. So it's a unique percussion. It's this right here. I don't know if you can hear it over the music. That quick cymbal is the one part that's unique compared to every other percussion in this repeating section. So I might say screw it there as well. Let me take a look and count. So, okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. I don't like odd numbers. 8 would be the next one. So it would be a repeat of this right here. And again, I'll show you what I'm looking at. Sounds like a pain. Few would notice. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking right now. Is I don't think someone would notice unless we listen to the song, you know, side by side and go, okay, yeah, there's definitely extra percussion and its creator, you know, context, I guess. So yeah, this highlighted part, the percussion is here, DRS. This is the part that I would put in at the end, which is right here. Just to make it easy for myself. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's going to be fairly easy to go through. So let's copy this and bring it down here. Okay, so 605, 607. These are going to be 608. And then the portals up here I will extend into 608 when we get there. All right, so we have our kick thumps, which are 1 beat long each. This is going to be no delay. That is correct. Yeah. So all I have to do is 3, 4. And then make this 1, 2, 3. And there's my 4 beats. And then I will do the next one, which is copy. This will go up to 4. This will go up to 5. This will go up to 6. And then we have another one, which is this one. This is going to be 7. And this one's going to be 7.5. And then I'm repeating this. You're off for today. See you later. Thank you so much for stopping by, Aaron. Yeah, build stream night. I feel like everyone's doing a build stream night tonight because I saw Talk doing it. I'm doing it. My wife is probably on the way home. Let me just text her really quick. Yeah, you're the only one that didn't do a build night. Yeah, Cass went to mom's house, exactly. She's got the kid. I'm by myself in the house. Try, you still need to buy the game to do a build night. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to take all this stuff, move it down like so. Copy, V, take these, copy. Now, can't do a build night if you don't have the materials. True. Okay, so this is going to be 608. Are you going to try and build something this complex for your first level? Okay, so 608 is a brand new percussion. That's right there. That makes sense. Okay. So then this is going to be 609. Copy this. Paste here. This is going to go to 608. It's going to be 609. You're building a level right now. Lead zipper box. Yikes. Legit first level is going to be Plinko. Nice. Alright. Plinko levels could be interesting. You promised Retro not to take Zipper away. You have a vague idea of how to do it just by watching me. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of nice tools in here. There's a lot of cool tools in here. Alright, so those are set. Let's just make this 610. 611. 12. 613. 614. 615. And then this has to be fixed, so that's 39. 40. 1. 3. 5. 7. And then this is going to go to... This is going to go to... 3. 6. 7. And then that going all the way back to the beginning is fine. Okay. Stupid vague. I think you mean stupid autocorrect? Alright, so those, let's test them. Put this in. Okay. And then we have the melody coming up for this. Here's where we really get to have fun. Okay, so now I have to pick which melody I'm going to come through. Alright guys, here's where I will need some feedback. This music chart, I'll explain it to you guys really quick. This music chart is broken into multiple parts. I have a piano that's up here. I have drums under it. I'm not sure what EH is supposed to be, but it looks like it matches the piano, so it doesn't matter. This also matches the piano, so it doesn't matter. The guitar, on the other hand, is different from the piano. So if you listen to this song from here, before the melody starts, what do you guys hear more, the piano or the guitar? What do you guys think? It does sound like a wind instrument, whatever the other instruments are playing. But trust me, there is a piano in there. That's what this first line is. Maybe because I produce electronic music, I key on the piano more. Yeah. I honestly think the guitar is getting drowned out by the other instruments. is what's happening. So you really can't hear the guitar, and I don't think I can limit what parts I... Oh, maybe I can. Oh no, it's a pro feature to limit parts. That stinks. Yeah, it becomes muddle almost, yeah. Obviously, we're condensing this down by having just one melody and one bass line. And one percussion line. So we're only going to have 3 total instruments instead of this has like 6. I wish I could eliminate... Excuse me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the electric bass. Gibberish! I'll wait for the ad to be over. How are we all doing tonight? Talk Gibberish, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for coming by, everyone, stopping by and checking out the stream. We are doing a level build tonight. I know I have a browser up right now, but I swear to God, I am doing a Levelhead build. I'm just referencing sheet music and showing chat what I'm referencing. So, yeah, this is the complex machine that I'm making for Level Cup, hopefully. If it gets disqualified, that's fine. It's still going to be a fun level. But this is my complex machine up here. And then the actual level is all the way down here. This is the actual level talk. All this nonsense down here is the entire level. So this, if you hadn't heard from me talking about it in Discord, the theme of this level is supposed to be a play off of classic shoot-'em-ups or a very close copy of Space Invaders. So yeah, the whole idea is that I'm using input switches along with eye switches to tell where you are down here and then shoot fireballs in the correct location up towards your targets and defend your base against all the invading bloopfish. Yeah, and it's not a DDR thing. That's not coming for a little bit. This is the scoreboard over here along with your lives. And then the exit once you beat the level, and if you fail for some reason, this is your kill switch over here. Can I increase the speed of this, by the way? Any active, receiving, rotation, right? No, I don't think I can. Only by hitting a bumper. This thing here? The cooldown doesn't make the projectile go faster. I was just curious if the projectile can go faster. And I don't have enough room to throw a bumper in here, so that's going to stay exactly how it is. I'm not... The reason I'm not moving that side of the level is that means I would have to move all of these path nodes however much I move the level over. And I'm not doing that. So, yeah. We're not moving that many path nodes around. They're set in place, they're done. Okay, so we were just discussing on which parts to use in this song. So hold on, this is correct, yes? I just want to make sure I'm selecting the right things here. Yes, that should work as intended. So this is what I have so far in the music that I have for the level. And ignore the fail sound. That's it so far. I haven't gotten to the melody of the next part yet. I've started the percussion on the next part, which is done. Now I just need to actually get the melody working. So that's what we're working on next, is melody and bass of the next section. And just to bring the music sheet back up for you guys so you can see what I'm looking at. So this is a music sheet I'm referencing from. This is the part of the song where you're hearing that music, and then it's going to turn into the melody here. So my question to chat was, which melody do I use? Because they're using a piano, they're using some sort of an instrument that I've never heard of. It's called an iru. It's kind of like a guitar. They're using a mandolin. And what's weird is it sounds like wind instruments for some reason. Maybe this violin thing here. Yeah, I know, it's a pro feature. Turn that off. So this last part is some sort of a violin. That might be the wind instrument that people are hearing. The Eru, yes. I don't know what kind of instrument that is. So if we go back, if we listen to music score really quick, this is what we're trying to... Oh, it's a Japanese stringed instrument. Okay. See, you Edifeed, you definitely know more about the instruments than I do. Do you know the dragon themes from Breath of the Wild? No. I have not played Breath of the Wild yet. We own it, I haven't played it yet. Could that be the Eru line? It could be. So let's listen to it really quick so we can catch the rest of chat up with what we're all hearing and what we're trying to reproduce. So my question to the chat is, which of the melodies do I reproduce? Do I go with the piano melody and call it a day? I'm going to keep the electric bass because I've been using the electric bass down here. We're keeping that. So that's going to keep playing. The question is which melody do I pick? I can't pick a secondary bass melody because if I did a secondary bass, it sounds so weird when you have two different notes playing at the same time. Like, Levelhead just does not know what to do with it. And I know I keep moving my OBS back and forth. I really need to throw it on a third screen. What I need to do is that, so that OBS stops showing up on top of my... There we go. So I'm thinking of just going with the piano and calling it a day. And getting rid of the other notes that are in here entirely. We could put it in and see how it sounds. So let's do that really quick. I'm going to pull this back over here so I can see it. Alright, so I want to... This is going to be 609 is where this is starting. Or no, 608 is where it's starting. So this is going to be correct. So that's going to be the melody. I really need more desktop space sometimes. I know I keep saying that, but I really do. That's the staff. Okay, here's the treble clef. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so the first note here is going to be an E. That's supposed to be a B that's in the center there. That I believe was B4 if I remember the notes correctly. We are eventually going to do user levels tonight. I'm hoping to just finish this song and ship it so we can have this done and over with. Let's see. Loving Music Guide. Treble clef. B in the middle line is a B4. Okay, so yes, I was correct. So that lowest note is going to be an E. Probably an E4. And then next one up is going to be an F. And that is playing at the right rhythm. Yeah, those are all half beats. So this actually needs to go up. This is going to be an F. That is going to be... I'm trying to look at it and read it at the same time. That's a G. And then the last one, that's an A. And then the next one is going to be a full note. And that is going to be a B. Set this to 40. So the first part of the song is not going to play now because I just set it to halfway into the song. Yeah, that works. We're going to kill this really quick so it's not playing over the song every time. You just got to remember it's on 50. Is it just me or does that sound flat? I guess we'll keep adding notes and see if it sounds flat. I think what I'm hearing is this. We'll find out. We'll get there. All right, so the next two notes are going to be higher up. So this is going to be 3. And that note is going to be an E. And this is going to be a half. This is also going to be a half, and this is going to be the next note down, which is going to be a D. So how is everyone doing in stream tonight? How's everyone doing from Talks raid? Where am I? I am right there. So this next note's going to be a whole note. Seven. 5, 6, 7. Okay. I just wanted to see exactly where I was. All right. Yeah, we have been rolling in the same stream since yours all day. It has felt like that, hasn't it? That's what this community is all about, is like supporting each other and bringing notoriety to the to all the streamers. You know, anyone who is streaming Levelhead or anyone who's just entertaining the community in general. Whether it's a level build or it's people doing viewer levels and challenges. Yeah. It has been like that. Oh, which kind of reminds me, speaking of the community, let me bring my browser back up really quick. I'm going to just go to Level Cup. I kind of want to talk about really quick, guys. We have this All Kids Deserve to Eat marathon that we're running in July. Jay is streaming this huge charity marathon that we've raised over about $4,000 for already. My stream alone has raised $100, and my followers have challenged us to raise $130 before the marathon starts. So they've increased our limit to 130 over our last limit, which was 100. Submissions are closing here in 2 days. So if you guys are not aware of this and haven't submitted a level to it, definitely do it. The requirements for it are really not that bad. It's literally just make a Kaizo type level, something that would be interesting to see in a race setting for a marathon. Because that's what these are going to be used for. Whenever voting begins, the community is going to be voting on it. So hopefully we'll make an announcement and say, okay, it's time for everyone in the community to play these levels and vote on them. Whatever the top 3 are in here, looks like a bunch of these already have plays on them, and I haven't even looked at any of these. I don't know what's in here, but whatever gets the most votes or whatever top 3 are going to get the most votes are end up being in the charity. And then we're going to have a special vote for one of these levels to be played completely blind. As in, we've never seen it, the chat has never seen it, our monitors will be off. The only things that we'll be able to see is chat. And chat is going to have to help us beat the level. That's a donation incentive. So if we get to a certain amount on the donations during the marathon, we're going to do that. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you guys get in on this and get some levels in here. You wish you could play Kaizo level to make a submission. Kaizo levels can be anything you want them to be. I know the term is very loosely defined. To me, a Kaizo level is something that is challenging or makes you think outside the box to complete the level. And when you think outside the box to do something that's different than what you're normally seeing, that could be considered a Kaizo. Precise muscle memory is the norm. I could see that. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to see which of these that are getting submitted are going to be in the marathon. There actually isn't a whole lot of levels here. So what I might do for a different donation incentive, since there's not a lot here, is to have either myself or J-Chalk, probably myself, play every one of these levels. for a donation incentive. I think that would be a really cool thing to do for a donation incentive. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that's definitely a run to play every one of these levels. Like, here's one right here that's had 700 plays and hasn't had a clear yet. I'm afraid to see what this is. This I already know what it is because someone told me what it is, and I really want to play it. But I can't because I'm trying to keep myself blind. I don't want to actually see the level before the level starts. There's so many cool levels in here. I can't wait to see what you guys came up with. So, yeah. Just make sure you guys get into that, because that's going towards raising money to feed kids. Like I said, we've raised $4,000 before the marathon even started, and that's almost halfway to our goal, which is $13,000. And if we beat that goal for some reason during the marathon, we get to start feeding another school. Like, that one school has a debt of about $13,000. If we beat that, we wipe out the debt of that one school, and we keep raising money. That means that money is going to a different school. That would be insane. So, hopefully we get there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, back to this. That was my little vacation over to making sure that everyone knows about this before it expires. Let's see. I need to find my music sheet again. Okay, here we are. This is where I am. Just checking some tags I had in Discord. All right. I got so many things on screen right now. Not even funny. Having another monitor would be amazing. I should make that a donation goal after I'm done raising for the charity. Get a third monitor. All right. So what I need to do is I have to think about how I want this to sound. I'm going to go to the measure just before that. I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do right here. All right, I'm at 350 right now. So the next note is going to be a full note, and that's going to be a straight up B note. Yeah, and congratulations really go to J-Chalk right now, because he's the one that thought up the charity. I've just been helping him promote it, helping him, get everything together, basically being the tech background on it. Yeah, and getting it in level and getting it to the Butterscotch Bros. Like, I can't believe they're promoting it. That's amazing. All right, so the next note is going to be this. I'm going to put it down here. That's going to be 4. This is going to be a full note, and this is going to be a B. Next note is going to be 5. It's also going to be a full. That is the last line. That is an E. And then if I take this. Go to 6. And then these are all quarter notes. No, these are all half notes. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. These are all half notes. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Okay. This is going to be the B4. Half note. Half note. I wish I could reference these faster. I know I keep saying that, but I really do. Okay. So this next one is going to be an A. One after that is going to be G. And this one is going to be an F. That works. I like that. That will have guitar bass added to it, so we're going to get there. Let's do that now. Copy this. That's going to be the bass. I have to go back up to here. Okay, so is this repeating the bass from earlier is the question. And I think the answer is yes. So let me just take a look at this. So far, the answer is yes. Let's take a look at the second one. Yes, the bass is repeating. So I don't even need to do this part. That's awesome. Okay, so that is 604 that I need to repeat on top of this. So when 608 plays, I need to have 604 also play. So let's take this, copy it. When 608 plays, I need 604 to also play. And then if I come back over here... Okay, so that's a problem. What is 604 triggering? Oh! Okay, so that's a thing. How do I get around that? All right, so here's what's happening. This and this are not agreeing with each other. I'm sorry, this and this. So let me bring these up next to each other. These two. So I need to figure out a way to get around this. The easiest way to get around it would be to just copy the track that's on 604 and put it into a completely new trigger. That might be the only way I can do it. And actually that would be decently easy to do because all I need to do is this. And then I'm taking these. I think this is the only way to do this, unless someone in chat can think of another way to get around this. I think this is the only way I can get around this. Because otherwise what's going to happen is I will also play 600 at the same time. At the same time that this is playing. And I don't want that to happen. So I think in order to separate them, that's the only way to do it. So, if anyone has any other ideas on how to get around it, I'm more than happy to hear it, but otherwise I'm just going to start changing these channels. That's beyond your pay grade. Your idea seems right, yeah. And I'm now thinking ahead a little bit because this has to repeat. This does not need to repeat. It does need to play. I'm now thinking of changing these to 609. And then looping them in. Yeah, I think that's going to end up having to be how it is. Whoops. Trying to fast key is not helping. I'm doing it every single time. I know this is not terribly exciting, but it is what it is. Okay, and these will be 610. Falls asleep. Let me finish this part here, and I'll do a couple of user levels to break up the monotony. How's that sound? You guys have any levels that you want to see played? I won't turn on the bot, just submit your level codes, and I'll get to them as soon as I test this part. 610. Oops. 610. 10. 10. Okay, that's done. Okay, so now I have to think about how this is going to work. So when 608 plays, I need 609 to play. And then when 611 plays, I need 608 and 610 to play. Because the next melody section here is going to be 611, if that makes any sense. I cleared all 16. That's cool. Also, we need to think about what game we're going to play together tonight at the end of stream. So when 608 plays... 608 plays... 609 plays... Is that going to get more complicated than I think it is? 609 plays. I need 608 to play. Shoot, that is going to get more complicated than I think it is. These are going to have to be on 700. They're going to have to be a whole tier higher. We'll just make these 709, just to make it easy. Make sure that these are... Yeah, the 700's up there. Give me a second. That's correct. Okay, that's fine. I don't have any switches on the low 700s except for these, and that's only just 700 straight up. So that's fine. As long as I'm not overlapping switches, we're good. Try, get the game already and make a level for me. There's a reason that my Super Metroid level took me 30 hours to finish. It's because I put so much work into these. Whoops. It was a great level and worth the work. Yeah, it definitely was. There's some things in it that I still want to fix, but it's already in the tower, so I don't want to take it down. Like, it got into the tower like 3 days after I released it again. It was really fast. Like, my first daily level that I made back when I got the game at the beginning of, or the end of May or beginning of May or something like that. Whenever the game released, I got the game when it released. I made a daily level in that first week, and that daily level is still sitting in the marketing department. Granted, it only has like 8,000 exposure bucks on it. But yeah. Okay, so now those are completely away from the switches I'm making, which is good. So, okay, so when 608 plays, I need 709 to play. So let's copy this. 608 is going to be the receiving channel, and I need 709 to play. And then that. I also need this to play 608 anyways. Okay, so this green section also needs to be separated. Is there anything on the 500 channel? I don't think so. Or does it? Hold on, let me listen to this really quick. Okay, so that definitely didn't do what I wanted it to do. That's why. So I'm right. Shoot, how am I going to get around that? Kill this really quick. Yep. Okay, I figured as much. I think it's going to be easier to reference this as 508. Crap. 1 second. This is going to be 2 seconds. There we go. That was almost bad. Okay. So when 608 plays, I need 508 to play. Okay. And then when 710 plays... Hold on. What's playing 710 right now? 609 is playing 710. .609 also needs to play 508. And then 609 will also play the melody. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so this will make more sense when I get the melody in there. Oh, okay. I wonder if I can sneak in 604 and 605. Are they linked to anything else? Because if I can, then I don't need these 700s anymore. Excuse me. Uh, 604 and 605. No, I can't. That's why I had to separate them, because they're on 600 as well. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right, next melody. Where am I in the melody? That is the question. Seven, 8, 3, 4, 6, 7. Found that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. 1, 2. Okay, yep, that makes sense. So we're on this part of the melody. Refinding where you are in a in a music chart sometimes. You just have to kind of count where you are. All right, so the next part is going to be 609. So we're going to take this, we're going to copy it down here. We're going to make it 609. And note beat half is correct. Now let me take a look at this really quick. Okay, so the first part of this is the same as my first line up here, which is 608. But it's not the same as the second line from 608. The second line from 608 is different, so it does need to be completely different, which stinks, but it is what it is. Let's copy. Luckily, it's easy to fix this. Okay. So this is where it's different. Where is my music notes? Literally. All right. So that first one is going to be an F. This F right here. And it is playing on 4. And these notes are all half beats. All of them are half beats. Excellent. I don't need to change very much. Next note is going to be an E, which is down. Next note after that is going to be back up to an F. Next note after that is the line above it, which is a G. And then this goes back down. All right, so here's where it gets confusing. E, D is what I'm looking for. This one's going to be a D. And then after that, D is going to go back up. And that is going to be an F. Okay, so something definitely went wrong there. That's not what that sounds like. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I'm looking... No, that's right. So hold on. What did I do wrong? Let's just double check the notes at the beginning, just to make sure that those are actually correct. So actually, this being E4 makes sense. Just gonna play this part really quick. Is that right? Aha! I found what's wrong. Do I know how to read sharps and flats in sheet music? There are 3 different ways I can tell you. I know how to read it when it's on top of the note, but that's it. A lot of these look like they're flat, so I don't know if it's supposed to be... So, let me bring up my browser really quick. So I think this is supposed to be all flats instead of all standard notes. And some of these are supposed to be natural because they have the natural sign next to them. If that makes any sense. Let me pull this off the page entirely so you can see it. 5 flats, that's not all the notes. So how do I know which notes are... Oh, I see what they're doing now. Okay, so they made it so that... Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, they made it so that the notes B, E, A, D, G, C, F are flat. So if the note matches one of these flats, it will be flat. Battle ends and down goes Charles' father. Bed G are the first 5. So basically, bed G, if they're high enough, need to be flat. Yeah, mnemonics that I don't have memory for yet. As I'm kind of doing this on the fly every time I do one. It's been way too long since I've been in chorus. It's been even longer for me, Try Girl. The last time I was in chorus was middle school. I think it was like 14 at the time or something like that. And I don't think I ever learned how to read music. It's been a very long time. Like when I learned in chorus, they taught you the whole do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. They taught you that. Yeah, I'm only 4 years older than you. I am 37. That stuff at the beginning means everything in the piece is in that key unless it gets changed. Stuff at the beginning means everything in the piece is in that key unless it gets changed. Oh, good night, little girl. Hold on. Here we go. Little girl. Say night-night to everyone. You say night-night? She's thinking about it.
Bye.
Bye. Good girl. That's my daughter. All right. When you see a flat, sharp, natural on top of a note, every note after is flat, sharp, or natural until the end of the bar or measure. Okay. Yeah, Eat a Feed's still going into the music here while we're saying bye to a little girl. It's fine though. I appreciate the help. Let's see. Okay, so give me the cliff notes, Eat a Feed. I need to know the cliff notes of what I'm looking at. What I need to change. That's what I need to know right now. I should join the tournament too. In addition to commentary. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm not commentating on my own match, which would be kind of awkward. Oh, something sounded flat. Yeah, so I know why it sounded flat. I know exactly why it sounded flat. It's because I used the wrong notes. Where's my 9th grade music teacher or didn't like my class and didn't bother to teach us anything? Yikes. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream, Jay. Welcome to the home of the birds, where we have bird cages everywhere. Not a bird cage, it's a candle, but you know. Actually, hold on. There's a bird pen over there. Like, you can kind of see it. There's a bird pen behind that gate. They're not in it right now because they're in their cage sleeping. But there is a bird pen over there. I should get a camera just for that area over there. So that when the birds are in the room with me, I have like a bird camera. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah, we're having fun making music. You got 3 entrants so far. I would make 4, potentially about to have a 4th or 5th. Yeah, I'll definitely you know what? I'm not going to ask who's entered so far because I know everyone's going to beat me. I will place last. Hopefully not last, but you know. Okay, so I know what I need to fix. It is these 2 notes right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then these 2 need to be fixed. Treble clef. Bring that up. Let's see. That is A. So this is definitely not where it needs to be. And then the next one down from that is a G. So I think I know what you mean by it sounds flat. And there's something in here that needs to be fixed. That's more than likely me just ignoring those flats at the beginning and understanding how they work. But let's just mark our progress so far, guys. We've gotten pretty far in this song. You know what I just need? I realize I need to do? This needs to be on. That's not what I'm looking for. Are you free to quickly submit so I know exactly when the 10 cutoff happens? No pressure. This level looks insane in a good way. You haven't even begun to see what this level can do, Jay. This level is already going to be nuts. This is going to blow your mind. What I need to do is have this stop music. I want it to not be working, basically. When inactive, all active, all inactive. Okay, so not all inactive. Not any inactive. Let's try one inactive. Okay, so how did I do this in my Metroid level? Was it in level details? Yeah, that works. What? Oh, because I didn't hit OK. There we go. That's as far as we've gotten so far. And it already sounds, it's like getting off a little bit towards the end there. And I think that's just because I'm not using any flats. Where I should be using flats somewhere. Alright, so now we have to start figuring that out. How do I want to go about doing that? And again, Jay, since you're just coming in, this is the actual song of what I'm trying to put into the level. Where is the beginning of it? Here it is. So that's basically what I'm trying to put in. Without playing the whole song. I'm not going to show off the level to Jay. I want him to be surprised by it. Alright, so I have to figure out a lot of things. Okay, so do I make all of these flat? Because it looks like they all need to be flat. Except for these high notes. Okay, we're going to guess, and we're going to see if this works. I know that's terrible, but I want to just see if this works the way I think it's going to work. Drum beats, here we are. Okay, so that is the first melody up here. You love remaining spoiler-free, nice. Okay, so if these are flat, in order to make them sharp, or make them flat, I need to go down and sharp. See, here's the problem. This technically can't be flat. Hold on. Oh, okay. I see what I did. Huh. I somehow read this wrong? Hold on. Oh. I'm dumb. Pull this back up. That's this note here that I'm looking at. These are where I need to pull down and be flat. then the next 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And then the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes sense. These... The second one is flat. So this one here needs to be pulled down and made flat. The third one is not flat. Okay, if I'm reading these correctly. And then 1, 2, 3. That can't be right. Then I need the first 3 here. Then skip 1, make the next one. And then the last 3. Okay. Does that seem wrong? Hold on, 604 is where that starts, right? So that needs to be 36. Let's try this. Okay. Give me a second. Just one flat note in here. And it is this one right here. Does that sound okay? Feed, you're the one that's got the ear. That's technically how it's notated on the sheet. If I'm looking at the sheet correctly. Your ear is terrible. This is the sheet that I'm looking at. So if I'm reading these correctly, this is this electric bass is what I'm copying. And so this is, if I'm reading this correctly, it's telling me that these two notes right here are flat. These three notes are flat. These three notes are not flat. This is not flat. This is flat. And then this is not flat, if I'm reading this correctly. So we could do a quick side-by-side comparison just to get an idea. All right, so let's listen to my version first. All right. And then now the version I'm copying from. The highest note in that bar is an A, so that must be flat. Hold on. Oh, treble bass clef. That's what I'm looking for. The highest note is an A. You are correct. The A is also. So, are you telling me because the flat is down here on the A note, all the way down here, that also makes any A note that is on the top row flat as well? Okay, I get that it tells you what key to play in. I am correct. Okay. So, okay, that means that we need to go and find the A notes and make them flat. And then I need to go look at the... Let's see. That is somewhere down here. That's A. That's these two A notes right here. The reason it's like that is because you don't play in one key in one octave and a different key in another octave. That makes sense. That does make sense. So is the entire thing flat? Let me read this really quick. So the top note there, that is E, D, C, B, A. So anything that is E, anything that is D, anything that is C, anything that is B, and anything that is A need to be flat. There's a B. Oh, I see it now. I see the B now. Yeah, battle ends and down goes. So that is right. This was a D. That is right. Let's check this. Yep, this will have to be flat. Those have already changed. That sounds better. Okay. And then I have to go to the melody and see what in the melody needs to be made flat. Probably the whole thing. I should probably look at the measure too to make sure that the flats didn't change, but I don't think they did. Yes, that is a normal sign. As in play it not flat. Send it back to normal. I don't know if that's how it's actually called, but you're not playing it flat, you're not playing it sharp, it's just there. Okay, so paying attention to my flats on the bass. Okay, so those flats are always there basically for the bass. So I can basically change all of these over. That's fine. Yeah, naturals. I couldn't think of it. Whoops. I may have to check. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So how's everyone's night going? Or day, evening, morning, wherever you're from in the world. If you're on Mars, if you're in Venus, whatever. I don't judge. This is a judgment-free, alien-free, or not alien-free, but judgment from alien-free, if you know what I mean. I won't judge you if you're an alien. You're so late? Yeah, we've been on for a little while, Zach. Just working on this level. Just working on this level. Okay, so let's look at the melodies. Okay, those are that. Okay, so this is the first melody all the way up here. Okay, so if I am looking at my notes correctly, anything that is E, D, C, no, is C not on there? E, D, B, A, and G. Yeah, C is the only one that's not on there for a flat note. So if I see a C, I don't change it, according to what I'm looking at. I'll bring that reference up for you really quick, Edafeed, so that hopefully I'm not wrong. So I'm looking at these flat notes right here. And F. I don't see F being included on that. Right, but now I'm on the treble clef. I'm doing the melodies. Yeah, slap ton of errands to do with my dad. Nice. Good thing I got those done. The zipper box is on part 2 of 4. It has become a crazy level with a life of its own. Interesting. Yeah, C and F are natural. And everything else is flat. That's what I was getting at. If there are 5 flats in a key signature, there'll always be bed G. Okay. So that makes this easy reading. Because I'm pretty sure this whole thing is 5 flat. If I'm looking at it right. 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5. That's all 5s. That's all 5s. That's all 5s. Yep, so bed G all the way. The whole way. And that's how I'm going to remember it from now on, is just bed G. Right here is where I am. Okay. Okay, so this is flat. That is natural. This is flat. And that's a natural. And then same thing here. That's a natural. Oh, and then I have to go back and actually see which one of these might be naturals regardless. So give me a second, because I know that there's naturals in here. Let me bring this up for you so that you can see what I'm looking at. So let's see. Melody starts up here. 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 right there. Those are all correct. And then it repeats Oh no, it doesn't repeat. This is the next part of the melody. Alright, so this is where I need to be careful. 608 ends. 609 begins. Okay, so that is where I need to be. I just want to make sure I'm reading this F correctly. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, that's an F. There's 5 flats. Bar 27 piano. Bass clef has a weird thing. Bar 28. This is 27. This must be 28. Or no. I'm only reading the top line, by the way. I'm not reading the second part here. I'm only reading this melody up here. It has 2 B naturals, but only one of them is marked. This is standard. I think I see which one you're talking about. I think it's this note right here that we're talking about. Pull this over here really quick. I'm actually kind of confused. It might just be getting a little on the wary side for me, like going through this and trying to figure it out. What I do know is that this is the beginning of 609 on my level over here. So if I'm reading these correctly, that very first note that I have highlighted over here is this box I'm clicking on. So that very first note in the highlighted area right here, that should be an E, and it's flat. So it actually goes down to a D4 and then made sharp to make it flat. Next one up from there is an F. That is correct. Next one up from there is a G, which is flat. So I bring it down to an F sharp. Next one up from there is an A, which gets brought down to a G sharp. Next one up from there is a B, which turns into an A sharp. Are you saying this B that I'm on is supposed to be natural? The one that's right in the middle here? The weird thing is only in the bass clef. The treble clef, what you're looking at, doesn't have the weird thing. Okay, that's what I was confused about. I'm not even looking at the... I see what you're saying. These two that are right here. I'm not even looking at that because I'm not transcribing it. Alright, so that B that I was just clicking on is correct. And then the next two are also sharp. That is correct. Here's where we start getting some naturals thrown in. So this was supposed to be an F. That's going to stay an F. This is going to be an E, so we're actually going to make it a sharp. This is an F, so it's staying natural. That is supposed to be a G, so that gets turned into a flat. Another F natural. That's where I'm getting messed up right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I'm trying to find my place again. That's that B note. 1, 2. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's those notes. This is the first note. This one is remaining. That's correct. The next note after that is going to be a E. Why did I make that a D? Yep, that's supposed to be an E. And it's actually, nope. Okay, that's why, because I didn't finish making it into a sharp. This next one is supposed to be a natural. And that's supposed to be a D natural. Sad closed queue noises, yeah. Yeah, I can get you a link to the score. There. Where was I? I was on that natural note, so I have one more note right after that to do. That's this note. And this is going to be... This is where I'm transcribing now. That is an F natural. That sounds good. For what I have transcribed so far, that sounds really good. So we're starting now right here. I think that sounds pretty good right now. All right, moving on. Now I have to think about the next part. All right, so now my question is the bass repeating? Can I repeat it? Can I repeat this whole part? I think I might be able to. All right, so there's that. So far that is repeating. It looks like it's repeating. And then it loops back on itself and repeats the whole thing. Okay, so then let's look at the melody. Can I repeat the melody? If I can, then all I have to do is make portals, and that's easy. Where am I? I'm on this. So... You know what? Let's listen to it really quick. I think it does repeat. So it repeats up to that last part where it's got those 4 beats at the very end. And then it loops back in on itself. So yes, the answer is yes. All I need to do is repeat it back on itself again. And then once it repeats back on itself, I need to play those 4 long notes and then have the whole thing repeat again. So this is going to be the fun part. It sounds like an ABAC pattern. Where do you mean ABAC? Or what do you mean? Can you be more specific? There's a part of it that repeats itself. Okay. That's what I'm working on right now by using these switches to repeat the parts I want it to repeat. I have to replay this in the level just to get an idea of where I want to repeat. It's just a way of noting down repeating stuff. For example, Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars, A, B, B, A. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so what I need to do is play 608 again and 709 again. I think if I play 608 again, it'll do what I want to do. Let me quickly put a platform over here just to give myself a little bit of... Okay, so this here is playing. Then this plays. Let's make this 40 for now. Okay, so 610 needs to play 608. So 610 needs to play 608. Okay, and then 611 needs to play 609. Okay. So then to repeat that whole thing one more time, I would need 612, 613, 614, and 615 to all do the same thing as what's happening right here. So let's make 4 more of these. So this is going to be 612, 613, 614, 615. Music makes this level, yeah. I think I made it too long. Yeah, I definitely made it too long. I think at 612 is where I need to interrupt and go into the next sequence. Let me listen back to this really quick. Yep. 612 is where I need to interrupt it. But I can delete these. Yeah, music is going to definitely make this level amazing. Yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer. I was hoping to have this done by now, but with how complicated this is probably going to be done tomorrow, I think. Okay, so now, let me bring up the browser again. All right, so the repeat, we got to look for that. Right here. This part needs to be put in. And that is the end of the melody where it repeats. So I need to figure out where that is in my music as it is. And I think if I have this correct, that is down here. I think that's right here. This key, if I have it correct, should be this key right here. It is... Yes, that is correct. And the one before it, just to double check. Why is that a D? I think this note is off. Give me 1 second just to check something. That's that right there. This is where it's getting interrupted. One, two, three, and then 4 is where it's getting interrupted. Okay. That's what I need to know. Level makes this music. I like it. Okay, so that's going to be an issue. How do I want to tackle that? What I could do... 609 is playing... Yeah, 609 is the one that's the culprit. Can I fix it with 609? Where's 609? 609 is 41. Something broke. Let's put that back where it belongs. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I see what needs to happen now. That second time it plays needs to be fixed. So this needs to be replaced by a new measure, basically. So the second time that it plays, which is 611, let's make these 611. Let me pull the stream back up so that I can respond to anyone in chat. Yeah, these need to be 609. These need to be. Okay, so now what I need to do is go down to this measure right here. So the 8 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This whole row. This whole row is getting changed. And there are going to be 4 notes in here now. So let's do, oops, not do the whole thing. 4. Just give me this so I can select it. Okay, so now I need to read these. That is the correct notes. So that is supposed to be 1 long. It's supposed to be this. And then so 350, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a B. And that is A. Okay. And then when 11 plays, 609 is currently playing. That needs to be deleted. Actually, let's undo that. 609 is also playing 710. What else is 609 playing? It's playing 508. And that's it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, this looks insane. You haven't even seen the level, Dakid. You haven't even... This is just the machinery that's running the level. This is not even the level. Excellent. That's exactly what I want to happen. Yeah, so to show you the level, Jay, look away. Spoilers, if you're still here. Because I know you want to be surprised by it. Gonna go show off the level in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're going. Plenty of warning time. This is the level that's down here. This is the insanity that is this level. All right, we're going back to music. We're actually going to play test it once we get through the music, which I feel like we're getting so close to being done with. Okay, so now I can have this repeat back on itself. Okay, so 612 is going to be playing. Please tell me tomorrow it will be in my stream, same time as today. Yeah, I will definitely give you the level code as soon as I publish it, Hexa. As soon as it is live, you will see it. It's going to be in level share codes. It's going to be in my Discord. It's going to be everywhere. All right. The next order of business. Let's move this down. All the way down here. You've never used relays, and I have way too many. Yeah, that's true. I would playtest it too. That's true. That's true. All right, so what's next? Okay, so I have to repeat this back on itself. So let's go down here. Okay, so 612 is where it's going to start repeating. So let's just make 612 play 608. Just to be on the safe side. Let's do this the easy way. And then we'll have 613 play 609. And then 614 and 610. And then this should be the last one. So let's just test that. Have a good night, Hexadecimal. Alright, so something got missed. I just noticed it. 508, I think, just got missed somehow. Excellent. You just realized. Oh yeah, I'm wearing shade. Yeah. In cheese mode, I'm wearing shade. It's not in the level, don't worry. Alright, so up to 615 is coded, done, and ready to go. That is a lot of music right there that I just did. Off of, like, I started on 2 when I started the stream, I think. So that's a good amount of progress right there. In 3 hours. So now we get to do this part of the song. Oh. Let me actually... Right here. That's how much we have left of the song right there. That's all we have to do, is just that. So, I think that's a really good amount of progress to have fun with this. I think for now what I want to do is save where I am and continue this tomorrow. Tomorrow is, let's see, tomorrow is Thursday. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be spending time with the wife and the child. Thursday is the one day that I spend the night with them during the week, and then obviously the weekends I try to spend with them. You know, I gotta have a little bit of time with my family every now and again, right? So I think we made a whole lot of progress. I can't believe I just spent the last 3 hours on stream designing this level with you guys. Thank you for all of the support. We are going to go raid someone today. We are going to raid Mr. Jeed Unit. Jeed is streaming Levelhead. I don't know what they're currently doing. Let's go take a look at their channel. Levelhead with music quizzes. Use the channel reward for level requests. So they are taking requests, but they're asking to take channel points in order to get those level requests in. Otherwise, they just look like they're having some fun. So we're going to go raid them really quick. Enjoy the stream. Tell them where you came from. Give them some love. Welcome them to the streaming family. Get them into the Levelhead championship that's coming around the corner. If you guys haven't heard, we are planning on getting that going again soon. But otherwise, yeah, let's go have some fun over in their stream, guys.
Good. Hey, the raid. Sinayet. Thank you so much, man. We are grinding some shoes now. On a zipper level, and I really like the zipper, so we're grinding this right now. Oops.